Hello, good morning students. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to study about a new subject in commerce, that is OCM, Organization of Commerce and Management. Before starting this chapter, I would like to know something from you at the end of this video, that how your commerce session till now is going and are you enjoying it? So before answering that, let us include this subject also in it. Today we are going to start Organization of Commerce and Management, OCM. Before starting this chapter subject, let us understand what is OCM. Meaning of Commerce and Management. What is commerce? Generally, commerce refers to exchange of goods, services of or something of value between business of entities. So whatever we do trade or exchange of goods or services is generally known as commerce in wider terms. And what is management? Management is the administration of an organization. It includes the activities of setting the strategy of an organization and coordinating the efforts of its employee to accomplish its objectives. So management is, we can say, the thing or the administration from inside the organization. Administration of organization, strategy, coordination, organization. All these are included in the management perspective. Now talking about the OCM for your next 2 years of academic career, that is your 11th and 12th. So bifurcation of OCM as per the classes. If we talk about 11th, in 11th, that is your first year, we will focus more on knowing business from outside. We'll knowing business from the outside world, or how we can see it from the outside world. We'll understand about the enterprise establishment, how it is managed, requirements of fund, etc. How the enterprises is managed, how they are established. We'll look into this, and we'll further look about types of trade practices, types of trade forms of different forms of organizational units, so we can say different forms of businesses. Now if we talk about the second year, that is your 12th, we will focus more on management as core and knowing the business from inside. In 11th we know the business from outside, in 12th we know from the business from inside. In 12th we'll understand about enterprise from the management point of view and making it more effective by internally connected. From the management point of view we'll study in the 12th, and what it will include, like 11th include types of trade, forms of organizations. 12th OCM includes planning, staffing, organizing, controlling, etc. So this was a brief intro of your OCM for the next 2 academic years. Now talking about the brief syllabus, talking about the brief and syllabus. First, we in OCM what we'll learn about more about enterprise establishment and its management. It will give us more precise idea regarding how business is done using commerce in the background. Means we will get to know what is the difference of business if we know it about from the commerce point of view and a normal business. Talking about the syllabus for our 11th standard. 11th standard we will be covering these topics: chapter 1, nature, purpose and scope of business; chapter 2 and 3, business services, part 1, part 2; chapter 4, communication, e-commerce, the current era and the outsourcing; fifth, forms of business organization, part 1 and part 2; public sector, private sector, global enterprises; sources of business finance, how to acquire, where to acquire; internal trade, international trade, we talked about types of trade; and social responsibilities of business. So this is a brief syllabus of our current year. Today we are going to start from chapter 1, nature, purpose and scope of business. Talking about the learning objectives from this chapter, we are going to learn about the economic activity, non-economic activity, difference between economic and non-economic activity, types of economic activity, that is business, employment and profession, classification of business activities into trade, commerce and industry. So today we are going to start very briefly with economic activity. Now what is economic activity? Any activity carried out with the objective of getting, I am highlighting the main part, that is economic benefits or monetary returns or monetary consideration in return so that he or she whosoever is doing that activity can satisfy their needs. So any activity with the objectives of economic benefits or monetary consideration, monetary returns with the motive of satisfying their needs is called economic activity. All economic activities are called productive activities. Economic activities are always productive. Economic activities also refers to activities that are performed for earning livelihood. We always discuss about that satisfying needs, earning livelihood, almost one and the same thing. Now examples for the same are farmers producing grains, carpenter manufacturing furniture, shopkeeper selling goods, traders, etc. Now talking about non-economic activity. Activities performed without the objective of monetary consideration or economic gains is known as non-economic activity. So it is just a reverse of economic activity. In economic activity, the activities are done for economic benefits or monetary returns, and non-economic activity are done without the objective of the monetary consideration or economic gains. What are the motivating factors? The motivating factors for this are service to countries, services to society, and other welfare services. Non-economic activities emerges out of love, care, kindness, affection. For example, social services by social worker, food preparation by mother for child, volunteer working in relief camps. See, all these activities are done somewhere out of love, care, affection, welfare of other peoples. And the best example is the welfare activities done nowadays for the welfare of the people going across to the corona pandemic. Few NGOs are distributing food packets, few are providing free masks, free sanitizations to the societies. Some companies are providing sanitization machines for the nearby local areas or societies. So all these are nothing is compulsory, no one is forcing them to do. So all these activities are done out of love, care, kindness, affection, and service to the countries or service to the society. So these all are non-economic activities. They are not expecting something monetary return in return of the services or in favor of the services done by them. Now next topic is difference between economic activity and non-economic activity. One more thing before starting this difference. Now onwards in commerce, whenever we are tabulating the difference between any two topics, we will always form this column. We will always form this basis column or point of difference column. Without point of difference or without basis column, no classification, no differentiation to be done now onwards in 11th and 12th, especially in theoretical subjects like economics and OCM. This is the base now also, and in your board examination also this carries point, and this have some more importance than the point written. Okay, so you need to take care of this. Now what is basis? First is objective. What is objective of economic activity? Earning motive or economic benefit, monetary returns. While non-economic activity, social motive, psychological motive, means psychological satisfaction is it. Once you help someone, you will be psychologically more motivated and more satisfied. Now what we expect from economic activities? Profit, salary, fees, maximization of wealth. On the other hand, from non-economic activity, we expect service and welfare. Economic activity types, it is mainly divided into three types in broad way, which will come across in this chapter only. It is business, employment, and profession. While there is no such type of economic activity. And last is risk and uncertainty. Yes, there remains some kind of risk and uncertainty in the economic activity. It can be risk of earning motive or risk of economic benefit or return of monetary purposes, while there is no risk or uncertainty in the non-economic activity. If you're helping someone, what kind of risk or uncertainty could arise? Generally no risk or no uncertainty arise. Okay, so that was all a briefing for today. We are starting some slow, but as soon as you guys are healthy with it or are in regularity with it, we'll take up the pace. Now talking about the assignment work for today, it is not more over of a assignment, it is just a brief information of your. So after watching this presentation or video, you have to message the following details to the particular WhatsApp number: your full name, standard, that is 11 commas, future aim and goal. What do you want to become? What is your aim? You want to do it, aim with your academics. You want to do CA, CS, BCom, LLB, MCom, MBA, whatever you want to do. And did you like the video? And feedback how to do it in a better way. So that's all for today. Thank you. We'll meet soon in another session. Have a nice day. Stay home. Stay healthy. Happy learning.